Yo, what's up everybody? It's B. I am back again. And again, this is not going to become the norm. I'm not going to be able to make a lot of videos, I'm afraid, which I'd like to do, but I just don't really get the opportunity to do this a lot. But it is Saturday and I've had so much opportunity to do this today that I was like, I'm just going to make 4 videos. I might do another one after this, but I don't think so. Might not have time, honestly. I don't know how long this video will be. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of this opportunity and try to make a lot. And I am gonna post them all in like 4 days, 5 days, whatever, because I can. And if I'm super loud, I'm sorry. I just noticed in the previous videos when I was watching them back, I sound really quiet, which I'm trying to remedy because I don't have like a microphone or literally any professional equipment whatsoever. So yeah, this is going to be a kind of get to know me sort of video-ish. I don't want to say like too much about myself really, but I do want to let you know just like kind of a bit about me, and especially relating to like books and reading, because that's what this channel is a lot about. Books, I was given away by Book Queen 17. I don't actually know how I came up with that. I was like, I like the number 17. And Book Queen sounds like a YouTuber kind of name. I don't know, hence why I'm like, you can call me B, because, Queen Bee or whatever. That was not that creative, but I'm like, hey, it's a cool name, whatever. Not my actual name. But, that's what I go by on here. So, let's get into this. I kind of want to talk about, like, some of the books I like, I think, and, like, the genres and just whatever I think of. So this is probably also going to be just as crazy and rambling as my other videos. To start out, this hairstyle will probably be the hairstyle you see me wearing a lot in these videos. I've decided I think I'll make this like, my signature style on this channel. I'll probably wear different jackets and shirts and stuff all the time or whatever. Again, figuring it out as I go. My lighting that I have in here will probably change some. This will probably be my background a lot of the time. Again, I don't really have any kind of professional background that I can use. This is the best I've got. I have my phone rigged up in like this like harness thing I just built in like 5 seconds, and I'm sitting in a chair. Again, this might or might not be the way I usually do things, but yeah. Okay, book genres I like. I like young adults. It's always young adult. I don't read anything that's not young adult. Of course, as I get a little older, my book tastes might change, but I'm still close enough to that young adult genre that is what I tend to prefer to read. Yeah, so within the young adult genre, I like dystopian, sci-fi, fantasy, a little bit of post-apocalyptic stuff, murder mystery. I've been on a really big murder mystery kick recently. Like, as in recently, I mean over the last year-ish or so. I like mythology stuff, mainly Greek mythology, but I like, I have, where is it? Right. Arusha and the End of Time by Roshani Chokshi. I'm sorry if I butcher that name. I'm very sorry. It's like Hindu mythology. Again, that's probably totally butchered. I'm sure it actually has like a real name other than just Hindu mythology, but I'm clueless. So yeah, so not just Greek mythology, but of course I'm a huge Percy Jackson fan. Love it. I like Lore, which is by Alexandra Bracken. Love Alexandra Bracken's books. I haven't read Passengers yet, but you can see I have it here. And I've only read the first book in the Darkest Minds series, but I have books 2 and 3, and I think 4, or that might be like the other book that comes after. I don't know. I just saw it and I got it. Yeah. I like a bit of realistic fiction. You can see I have Hate List. Haven't read it yet. I just got it like a couple weeks ago. You probably saw, or you might not have seen my book haul video for that. So when I got Passengers too. Passenger, not Passengers. No, it doesn't have an S. I Will Always Write Back. It's a fantastic book. Highly recommend. Yeah. Um, I sometime soon I hope to do like a little like murder mystery short about like ranking my top 5 or 6 murder mystery authors and like favorite books within that. You've probably seen me talking about Natasha Preston's books a lot recently. She's probably favorites, or at least one of my favorites, if not my favorite. I also love Maureen Johnson, especially her Truly Devious series, but Death at Morning House is also really good. Um, oh, I love Neal Shusterman's books. Oh my gosh, the stuff he writes is just so deep, and I just love it. It's like, it really makes me think, it really makes me feel. The Scythe trilogy, plus Gleanings, the novella collection, it's phenomenal. Dry, oh my gosh, Dry was just insane. Had me in tears and just like traumatized. It was really good. I really liked All Better Now, his most recent book. That was just insane. Game Changer, I'm a big fan of Game Changer. Roxy, dude, that book is powerful. Yeah, so big Neal Shusterman fan. What else? I like Jennifer Lynn Barnes. The Naturals is like a fantastic series. I read it several times now, and it's just, oh, I'm in love with it so much. And The Inheritance Games is really good. I've read the first 3. I have the first 3. And I read The Brothers Hawthorne, which is book 4. I read that from the library a couple times. My library does not have the book 5, like the novella collection, I think it is. I forget what it's called. Games Untold? Is that what it is? Something like that. I haven't read that yet. I hope to get it sometime. Hopefully. And I haven't read The Grandest Game duology. I think books 2's out now, or if it's not, it will be soon. I'm so super excited to read that series, or like those 2. I can't wait. And I saw that there's a new one coming out, like a book 6 in the Inheritance Games, which really exciting. I have a Kindle. I love to read on my Kindle because it's like you can read in the dark and you don't need a flashlight, because flashlights, oh my gosh, it's so hard to like hold a flashlight and read, which I sound so silly saying that, honestly, but it's true. Like the Kindle's so convenient because you can like prop it up on anything. Plus it makes it easier to, like, you can read while you're like doing something else, like eating or like exercising, because you don't have to be holding a book. You can just like prop it up on something. Yeah, I like going to Half Price Books to get my books because, you know, they got good prices there. Yeah, that's kind of it. I just finished reading Sunrise on the Reaping, which is really good. And, you know, I said, like, Dry was, like, traumatizing and that I loved it. It's, you know, a lot of people I know don't like books that make them sad. Like my mom, she's read The Hunger Games, and so I was like, you should read Sunrise on the Reaping, and she's like, no, I hated Hunger Games because she didn't like that it was sad. I personally love when books make me sad, because I'm like, if a book can make me feel something like that, that means it's powerful enough to be like really, really good. Yeah, so I really appreciate when a book makes me sad because it means that I care enough, and it makes me care enough that I feel it, really. So I love books that make me sad. Love them. I know that's crazy. Yeah. I'm part of a book club. There's like 6 of us. It's real good. We're currently reading Upstairs at the White House, which you've probably never heard of it, to be perfectly honest. It's like this memoirs of, it's written by, oh, I forget the name of the author, but he was like the usher at the White House for like a lot of years under like 6 different presidents, and it's kind of his accounts of like what that was like, and it's really interesting. There's so much stuff I never knew about that. So I encourage you, if you like nonfiction, go find it. Or even if you don't like nonfiction, like I personally am not a huge nonfiction fan a lot of the time, but you know, I do enjoy the occasional nonfiction. I'm usually reading like 2 or 3 books at a time because I read one on my Kindle, and then I have like one that I'm like a physical book like these that I'm like reading, and I'm usually, of course, reading something for book club. So on my Kindle, I'm currently reading The Girl Inside the Mirror, which I forget the author's name, but it's the only book he's ever written. I think it came out like 2 or 3 years ago. And this book is perfect for anyone who like likes books and who feels like kind of alone in that. Like they feel kind of isolated and like, you know, like they connect with the characters more than they connect with real people. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like it speaks to me that way because, you know, growing up, I was always the kid who was like, you know, other kids would be playing together and I'd be sitting alone in my corner with a book and just kind of, I felt a little different than everybody else. And books, like, you know, they were my thing. They were my people. And because of that, I really connect with book characters better than with people. I'm introverted and like super not good with people. um, and then in my like physical books that I'm reading a book called Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. And it's a realistic fiction. Go look it up. It's real good. Lots of triggering stuff in there. So, you know, tread carefully, but I personally love it. It's again, it's a heartbreaking one, but it's really good. Yeah, that's kind of it for my book stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Other stuff I love Marvel. Like, you've probably seen I have some Marvel videos on my channel. Not as many as I'd like, though. I don't know how to do all that editing stuff. I hope to look into doing that in the future sometime. But, you know, just starting out with this channel. I got it, like, a month ago or whatever. Yeah, so, I have, can't see, but I have all these, like, Marvel drawings and posters and crap, because I'm a big fan. Going to go see Thunderbolts in 2 weeks when it, or, well, not, I guess, I'm filming this Saturday, so it's 2 weeks from me now, but by the time I release this video, it'll probably be like Tuesday or Wednesday, so it'll be like a week and a half, which is good, because, you know, I'm really excited. Test screenings are, like, sounding really good. I like Marvel stuff. Like, I'm not a big film critic. Even if the storyline's kind of dumb, like, I can acknowledge that Quantumania and the Marvels were maybe not the strongest Marvel movies ever, but I still like them because I feel like even in the most terrible of films or books, there's something redeemable about it. Like in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, I'm gesturing that way because I have a poster of him, like, right there. Yeah. So, yeah, I liked Cassie Lang, you know, because, you know, I'm on the younger side, as you can probably tell, so, you know, those characters that are just a bit younger, like a couple of years younger than me, I like them a lot. Like, you know, the Young Avengers, I'm a fan. uh, yeah, so I liked it, and I like Hope Van Dyne, and I like Scott Lang, like the main characters, so yeah, it was really good. Well, okay, the movie it wasn't really good, but it was the first Marvel movie I ever saw in theaters, and that's kind of special to me. So, like, you know, redeemable stuff about it. And the Marvels, okay, the movie was maybe not the best, but I love Iman Vellani. She's a fantastic actress, rising star. She's real good. I feel like she's gonna be a household name someday in a couple of years. Hopefully, she deserves it. And Kamala Khan, her character. I mean, the Miss Marvel series was the first Marvel thing I ever watched. Like, I was just watching TV one day and I saw the ad for it come on back when it came out in like 2022 or whatever. And I was like, oh, that looks cool. I'll give it a try. And I watched the whole series and I loved it. And then I was like, you know what? What else can I watch that's also Marvel? And hence the obsession started. And Agatha All Along. Oh my gosh, that was the most recent Marvel series that came out. Well, not Daredevil. I'm not a Daredevil fan. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I didn't watch it, but, and I don't like the animated stuff either. I'm sorry. But Agatha All Along, oh geez, that was so fantastic. And it introduced me to Aubrey Plaza's acting, which, oh my gosh, Aubrey Plaza. So cool. So cool. I hope she's doing okay after. I'm not keeping up with this, so if there's anything that, like, you know, it's like, ooh, ick, that's a problem, like, I don't know. I'm not following this story at all, but, like, I know her husband died in January, and I just hope she's doing okay with that. Not the point. Side tangent. Yeah, the Agatha All Along series, Rio Vidal was, oh jeez, I'm such a fan. Again, I tend to have, like, little fan, like, fictional character crushes on the characters that are, like, not super good, like, kind of toxic crushes, but not in real life. In real life, that's not the case. She's so cool. Sorry, that's super side tangent. And I loved Billy Maximoff, teen. So great. Can't wait to see more of him. And Agatha, oh, Kathryn Hahn's a fantastic actress. They just had such a star cast in that, and it was so good. And the song, so good. I could talk about Marvel for hours, but I'll spare you. Yeah, so that's about me. What else do I like? Oh, I'm learning French. I took like 3 years of it. You know, I'm learning it on Duolingo, and I'm actually going to France later this like in the summer, and I'm really excited for that. So yeah, I love France and like French culture and stuff, and French food and the French language. It's all just so beautiful to me, and like, oh, I admire it a lot in a lot of ways. And of course, you know, I nobody's perfect, nothing's perfect, but you know, I really do like a lot of stuff about the French culture and France and everything. Yeah. Mm, yeah, that's me. um, yeah, I don't know what else there's to say really. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching this rambling, dumb video about me, and yeah, have a lovely day, and yeah, happy reading, happy Marvel watching, happy whatever.